Hey everybody, James with Love My Pups, My British Supply. Today we're going to talk about puppy acne and generally bumps all over a puppy's skin. So I'll get quite a few calls on this during the week. So the kind of things that you'll see is you've got a puppy. These are puppies that are a week old to 3 or 4 weeks old, where they'll have little bumps, little yellow bumps around their muzzle, mostly the muzzle, maybe up on the nose. And they may be kind of yellowy, and what they are is basically it's acne. And what's happened is, I say it's acne. What it is it's folliculitis. What's going on is the hair's follicle has got infected, probably because they've been wallowing around in their own poop and getting poop from wallowing around with the puppies, other puppies, and they basically got infection of the hair follicle. And it then makes a little pustule, and it looks like a little spot. And what will happen is, the hairs will finally heal up typically by itself, and may have little bald spots where that's happened. But so what do you do about this? Well, I think the simplest solution is just simply get some medicated shampoo, clean them up on a regular basis, clean up their face on a regular basis, and you probably find that it dries it up and it fixes it all by itself. Now it can get worse. Now you can see puppies that have it on their head. And they have little white spots, little white bald patches on their head. And it's exactly the same thing. It's basically a folliculitis that has caused this. And again, a medicated shampoo is probably the simplest, quickest treatment to try and fix the problem. Now you can see a dog that's it's got bumps all over its body. And you'll see this in older dogs too, where you'll see little raised bumps. And what that is it's basically a staph infection that has caused an infection of the hair follicles again. In the event that you have these tend to see this more in older dogs. You might see it in puppies that's 6 weeks old or older. But if you see these bumps all over its body, then I can pretty much guess that that's going to be a staph infection. And what do you do in that situation? Well, the same treatment again, get medicated shampoo, give them a bath every few days and see if that'll fix the problem. And if it doesn't get better quickly, then the solution for that is to get a broad spectrum antibiotic. And again, that's probably going to require a trip to the vet to go get a prescription for that. You don't want to let these things go on too far. They're typically not dangerous situations. None of these things typically will end up with a dog that's in really bad problems. But it doesn't look good, and certainly if you've got puppies who are going to go to their new adopted homes and you send a puppy to somebody that's got spots all over it, the people are not going to be happy with you. So you want to get on top of this anyway. And something else went through my mind then, and it shot out the other side. Oh yeah, so there's other situations where you could get, loss of fur on a puppy. That would be scabies. You can get red mange. These things are a much more serious situation, and in those situations, typically you won't see bumps, you'll see hair loss, and typically you tend to see it on paws first, maybe on the face, maybe on the neck. To diagnose those, you do a skin scraping, and I've done a whole video on that. But basically, you do a skin scraping, and you look under a microscope. And there's 2 different kinds of bugs that you can get that cause this problem, and there's a number of different ways of treating it. I don't want to go into that here because it's rather a different situation. But be aware of the fact that we're talking initially about bumps on the head, maybe bumps on the body. If you're seeing hair loss, specifically that starts off in things like the paws, then you've got to start worrying about scabies, red mange, and those things, and that's a different treatment for that. So there we go. If you like what we're doing, subscribe to us. Give us some comments. If you've got things you want us to talk about, then write us a comment down below. Be nice to your puppies. And if we can be of any help to you, call us, send us a message. Bye, everybody.